Ano ba ang magandang business? Magkanong kapital ang kailangan sa isang business? Yan din ba ang kadalasan mong tanong? Kaya hanggang ngayon, hindi ka pa din makapagsimula. Hi, this is Ferdinand Onesa, your FN station host, where you will get a glimpse of my story and get an understanding of how life works in mysterious and glorious ways. And by the end of this episode, you won't believe how I got into business. So let me start with this quote. He who has a why can bear any how. In life, you really got to start somewhere. And by the end of this episode, you will understand that you can do it too. And this is how my story began. Actually, we live in poverty, no? So my mom is a housewife. She's from Manila and my dad is a driver and he is from Ilocos. Nung elementary ako, I can still remember na sa public school ako nag-aral, sa Bilibiran Elementary School. And then nung high school ako, nag-transfer naman ako sa Angono Private High School. Unfortunately, dahil hindi namin kayang i-afford yon, second year high school, nag-transfer ako ulit sa public school, which is in Morong National High School. And during those years, I also experienced bullying kasi ako yung isa sa pinakamaliit na estudyante that time. And medyo dayo ako noon kasi hindi ako lehitimong taga Morong Rizal. Ginamit ko lang na address yung sa tita ko. And if my memory serves me right, I started working part-time sa auntie ko sa place nila when I was in grade 6 bakasyon up until second year college before ako mag-thesis and OJT. And during those years na nag-work ako, syempre bata pa tayo noon, no? I really tried and work on different things. Pero wala po akong idea noon sa mga nangyayari. At the time, naging bantay ako ng tindahan. That's from 5:30 AM until 10 PM. Naging bantay rin ako ng bigasan. Naging tagalinis ng bahay. Nagbabalot ako ng uling. Nagbabalot ako ng asin. Nagdi-deliver kami sa SM ng mga walis at bunot. Yung mga SM bonus na walis at SM bonus na bunot. And I believe that point was also the time na na-realize ko na gusto ko rin mag-business. Kaya even though I really don't know kung ano yung mga ginagawa ko, I truly can consider those jobs as my early training and understanding what it takes to becoming a business owner. It is also very clear to me at that time, no, whenever I go to my aunt's place for a part-time job, I also get the chance to play gaming consoles with my cousins. I truly enjoy my time watching my cousins play, but deep inside, it's something I also wanted for myself din na magkaroon nun. I remember nga din yung mga days na I can only look from outside of the window while they're playing inside the room while I'm working and making a living at a young age. And will only get a chance to play when everyone else is done playing. And there was a moment pa noon nung nagising yung auntie ko late night at napagalitan ako noon kasi ako na lang nag-iisang naglalaro. Without realizing na I just started playing that time kasi medyo na late yung tapos mga pinsan ko that. It was one of my heartbreaks at that time. But yet, it also serves as an inspiration to me. My life continued and then nag-college na ako. Same pa din as usual, hindi ako bright student. Lagi lang talaga akong pumapasok sa school noon at sa computer shop. Pero I still consider myself blessed and lucky at that time. Kasi noong mga time na yun, mga nasama akong tao is mga smart people. And because of that, I was able to graduate from college. Siyempre, pagka-graduate natin, naghanap na tayo ng trabaho. And yun, doon tayo naging long-time employee. And at the same time, doon din tayo nagkaroon ng parang comfort zone. And during those years, no, I became part of a community when a good friend invited me. And this community is a church. And this church actually allowed me to discover my true identity. Kasi during those years, that's when I get to know Christ Jesus on a personal level. And it was the best decision in my life ever. Kasi from there, everything changes talaga. I started seeing things differently. I got involved in training. I was able to build my confidence little by little. I got assignments I never used to do. That I can say I also get to enjoy the child in me. And it lit up myself to ways I never thought I would be. Then the dream of having a business was once again reignited. But even then, I still have fears and doubts. But I kept my faith and just praying for my breakthrough. And up until one day I had enough. I quit my job. I took a leap of faith, knowing that I will find my path if I will go out of my own comfort zone. And while I'm still looking for my path, I started looking for remote jobs to at least make a living for my daily expenses. Pangtustos, kumbaga. Remote job wasn't so popular at the time. Hindi pa masyadong uso yung word na freelancing. But gladly, I was able to secure 2 jobs to really sustain me. And while I'm doing this remote job, I still kept thinking on what business to start with. At the time kasi newbie pa talaga ako noon eh. Until an opportunity came up. My aunt, whom I used to work with since high school, offered me something I'm really hesitant at first. Kasi nga it's not my line of expertise or business idea that I have in my mind. Kasi by profession, I'm an IT. So sa unang tingin, parang ang layo talaga. But since nandiyan na yan, sabi ko, sige, subukan natin. And at that time, when I started the business, nakaslow but faith lang talaga yun. Kasi during those times, I can say, I'm still part of the system. And the system was like this. You go to school, you get a job, you work hard, pay your taxes, save money, get out of debt. Sounds familiar? Yan kasi ang sistema na nagpalaki sa atin. But since nung nag-start ako mag-business, at alam kong pera ko na yung nakapusta doon, sabi ko hindi ako pwedeng malugi. Kasi ayoko nang bumalik sa employment. Kasi back then, 10 years ako empleyado noon. At gustong-gusto ko na talaga mag-business since I was high school. Hindi pa ako marunong gumawa ng opportunity noon, nakaasa pa sa timing. Kaya sabi ko, nung nag-start ako ng business, I have to take this very seriously. Siyempre, bukod sa may pangarap tayo noon, ayaw din natin mapahiya. Medyo immature pa kasi tayo noon. And then as I walk in my personal development journey, I finally get the chance to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And that book became my entrepreneurship turning point. And with this, now I have 2 weapons. My faith and my personal development self-investment. During those years, I continued my ministry in the Lord because this is where my true joy comes from. Despite all the challenges I face in my life, this is the joy that ultimately sustains it all and kept me going. And now that I do personal development, it gave me clarity with what I do. Now, if you look back at my story, was there a moment you think of na dito ako mapupunta? No. Kasi even ako, di ko din alam at expect until you heard my story. And this life journey of mine is the way to shaping my future. And so are you. Kaya wag mo kakalimutan life story mo. Every story is unique, and that's exactly how you can connect to people. Pero despite discovering my identity and have clarity with what I do, and it wasn't an easy road. At that point, we were able to grow my first business to a point where my suppliers can't supply my demands anymore. Kaya doon tayo sumubok ng ibang ventures. At first, it was okay pa, up until umabot na siya ng 1 taon. And ito yung stressful part do sa business. Yung ang taas ng demand, pero wala kang supply. Actually, it came to a point nga na inaaway na ako ng customer. Then ako naman, syempre, kinukulit yung supplier. Kaya dumating din ako sa point na nagtry ako ng iba't ibang negosyo. In which, I am grateful for. Kasi at that time, I had construction business, digital marketing agency, t-shirt printing, selling desserts, networking or MLM, and also insurance. Kasi aside from these businesses make me a living, it also taught me a lot of different skills na I never thought I needed. And these different ventures lasted for about 3 years, more or less. And those 3 years are enough to extract the learnings. Kaya kung titingnan mo, wala talagang talo whenever you're starting a business. Or, sabi nga nung iba, failure is the price of entry. And totoo yun. I tried several things to scale my first business. I did what I could. But unfortunately, we were never prioritized. And we were never heard. Siguro naranasan mo na din yung mabaliwala. Kasi ganun na ganun ang feeling. And because of this problem, also there comes an opportunity. Realizing that I have these 2 weapons in me, this time sabi ko, I have to weaponize it. And with the help of the people around me, the community I belong to, the singularity becomes crystal clear. Kasi I believe that I am responsible for my own life decisions. So we made a decision and we never look back. After months of testing, back and forth, finding and securing partners along the way, finally we were able to solve the challenge that hindered me to scale my business. Now I'm introducing this as the product of my own heart, experiences, and my own sweat and blood. Introducing Avcon King. This is a plant-based, low-toxicity fabric conditioner powered by encapsulated fragrance technology for a soft and long-lasting scent freshness for your daily laundry needs. Avcon King, royal freshness, everyday comfort, hari sa bango, hari sa lambot. Now, if you feel like starting a business, then this is the perfect time for you to begin with. Kung nagsimula ako noon na walang nagtuturo, ngayon nakakasiguro ka na may gagabay sa'yo. So if you want to be our partner, you can simply send a message to this page at magre-reply ako sa'yo. Now, you have to understand that it's not your past or current situation will dictate your future. It's you who will decide today to take action and start working towards your dream. All you have to do is take your chances. So, remembering my story from discovery to clarity to singularity of focus to the dream life you ever wanted. By the way, I also created a Facebook group called Negosyo Revolution. And if you are just starting, especially if you are a long-time employee and you feel like no one is guiding you to start your business, then this group might be right for you. So I will share all my experiences, all the learnings that I had. I can lead you to the right people who can help you. I can give you some practical tips. I also do one-on-one Zoom meetings if needed, just to give value and share the things that I've learned from my own experience. So here's my challenge to you. Don't let this year end without you making a decision for yourself na alam mong makakabuti sa'yo, na alam mong matagal mo nang gusto. Don't let your situation dictate your future. Always remember, it's just a decision away to take chances and to bet on yourself to achieving the life you dream of. All right? So if you found value in this kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, always remember that God loves you. God bless you. See you on my next episode.